Hi YouTubers. Okay, I got a quick DIY project that I've been working on. We're doing a bathroom renovation, and at some point in your life you may run into pulling up old linoleum or vinyl flooring that's glued down and it's pretty terrible. So I found what I think it's not going to go super fast, but I found a way that I think actually works pretty good. It does take some time, but first I want to go over the tools that you're going to need to do it, and I'm going to show you how to do a small section, and you can break down your floor into small sections and hopefully get this done. But basically what you need is fabric softener. Similar to taking wallpaper off is the method that I'm using here. You need 2 rags, a utility knife or a razor blade to score the stuff. You want a set of gloves, a scraper so that you can scrape stuff up, 2 buckets of hot water, and then super important is a heat gun. This one's from Harbor Freight. I think they're 10 or 15 bucks. And with those tools, you'll see you can get linoleum up pretty easily. So what we're gonna do to start out is move the stuff out of your way. And with your floor, I just have all the stuff here for you guys to see, but what you want to do is you want to break your floor down into pieces about as wide as your scraper. Let me make sure you can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, so this scraper, I don't know, it's probably 3 inches or something. And what you're going to want to do is score your linoleum in strips about the size of your scraper. Doesn't have to be perfect, just something around there. So I'm going to do that. And you want to get in there, you don't have to go all the way to the floor. You just want to get in pretty deep and put in a nice cut into the linoleum. Like that. And just keep working. That's my second one. That's my third one. That's my fourth one. That's my fifth one. And it's probably not a bad idea to wear gloves during this, but I'm not going to have any on right now. This is my sixth one. And we'll just start with those. This top surface is like the skin of the linoleum. It's what really protects it from water getting through. So you've scored it and you want to get that stuff off of there. So you're going to take your heat gun, and I wear gloves for this part because the heat gun gets a little bit hot. You don't want to burn your hands. And you want to be careful with your heat gun. They are pretty warm, and they can catch it. They can start a fire if you're not careful, but just be aware. Keep some water nearby. All right, so what you're going to do, take this heat gun, start heating up the linoleum. I use high, and I don't know, at first it probably takes 10, 15, 20 seconds to get it heated up. And then once you get it pretty warm, your knife will start to peel this up pretty easily. You just want to work your way under. Once you get under an edge, then you can start working pretty good. I was on low that whole time. Use your gun on high. Goes a lot faster. There you go. So I'm not going to show you any more of that, but you just keep doing that until you get all this top surface off, and then I'll show you the next step what you do. But that's the easiest way I found to get that top surface off. Okay, I'll show you guys one more trick that I figured out just recently. So what you can do is you get this front edge up, get it pretty hot. Now once it pops, just pull it. Then you need to use your knife. Like that.
these pieces are pulling up just a little bit easier because they're by the toilet and the bath. We're just seeing a lot of water damage. So now what I'm going to do is show you. The next thing you want to do is get your knife, and like I said, what you want to do is you want to make it so when you pour this fabric softener in, it gets down to the floor surface and actually penetrates into this stuff. Like if you try to scrape this stuff right now, I'm telling you, you're going to get a couple spots that are okay, but you're going to be miserable. Like it's cemented down. The purpose of this stuff was to stay down. So I go about 1 inch by 2 inches. This is probably the worst part of the project. Just take your blade and score this paper a lot. So some of these pieces are coming up. This is right on a seam. I think they had put some leveling compound, so this stuff comes up pretty easy, but this stuff over here is nasty. So anyways, you'll have some pieces that aren't so bad. But in general, it's terrible. So I'm going to do the rest of this area over here, and then I'll show you the next step. But the next thing you want to do is mix one of your buckets up with a lot of fabric softener. Like probably, I don't know, this bucket's got maybe 1.5 gallons of water in it, and you're going to probably mix like 2 full capfuls of fabric softener. This already has really heavily mixed fabric softener in it, so I'm just going to get rid of it so I don't get the bottle empty. And then I'm going to use another capful, just because. So you want a lot of fabric softener, okay. But when in doubt, add another cap. And then that's your one bucket. The other bucket's just clean water. And that's all you need in those 2 buckets for now. This is where the magic happens, okay? Take your fabric softener. Take one of your 2 rags. And dip it in this. Sorry, this is hot water. You want this to be in hot water. I don't know if I mentioned that. So, hot water fabric softener. Don't even wring this thing out. Let it just, you don't want it to go under your walls. Just let this water pour out on your floor and start to soak in. And you'll see it kind of repels water at first. Water just kind of beads up on top of it, and then as it starts to set in, it starts to turn gray. You can kind of see it starts to penetrate into this stuff. So you spread this water all around. All this light colored stuff needs to be dark. Okay, nothing magical about it. Don't let this stuff get under your tub and under your walls. You know, you don't need that much water. But you do want the water to kind of be pulled up on top of it and really soaking in. You want it to get all the way to the edges of all of this stuff. And then I actually just kind of leave the water pulled up on here a little bit, and then over time it soaks right into this stuff. And I even add some more. And I'll probably do this for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then the next step is the most important. Sit for 30 minutes. Don't try scraping it. You're just going to be frustrated and you're going to think it doesn't work. Let the water eat away at this glue for 30 minutes. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spread water on this whole thing and I'm going to wait for 30 minutes. Don't do it after 10. Don't do it after 15. Wait for 30 minutes. The only thing you're allowed to do is come back in if it looks really dry like this area, you're allowed to add some more water if you want. That's it. And wait 30 minutes. That is the most important part of this video. Wait 30 minutes. And then, after 30 minutes, I'll show you the magic trick of what happens. Okay, what I'm doing here, It's probably been 2 or 3 minutes. I'm just coming back over with a little bit of water on these spots that have soaked it all up, like here, and I'm just making sure that they are fully saturated with this water. Okay, don't cheat. 30 minutes. Let this stuff sit. You can add some more water if you want if it soaks in. Wait your 30 minutes, and then we'll show you what to do next. Okay, my kid's in bed, and that's his bedroom. So I'm kind of stuck here. But anyway, I'll try to make this part quiet. But the next step, it's been 30 minutes. It's actually been about 40 because I had to put my kid to bed. Once the stuff is sat, this should scrape up really easily. It's been my experience so far. If you give it about 30 minutes, it really scrapes up good. If you wait too long, it's probably going to dry again. But honestly, you probably got an hour or something before that happens. So anyway, get your gloves back on, get your scraper. I just use a scrap bucket to put this stuff in. And this stuff should just literally peel up like that, like butter. It's seriously a miracle. Compared to what I was showing you when I was scraping, it's just unbelievable. You can see all that glue on here. That's all the glue. It's just completely loosened up that glue. It just peels up. It's unbelievable. If you've been trying to get this stuff up, then you know how awesome it is to see what's happening. The next thing I do, take that other rag, and this is just clean, warm water. There's nothing in this, but it's just plain water. And I just wipe this down really good. It gets a lot of this glue and nastiness up. And that's really it. The last thing I do is I just let this dry. I put a fan in the room just because you've gotten the floor pretty wet. So I put a fan in here and I let it dry all night, and then I come back in the next day with a shop vac, and you'll just have like, I don't know, just crap all over the floor, and just shop vac the entire floor surface. Or, you know, you could sweep it with a broom, but a shop vac works really good. And then you're done. You know, you might have to do some work here where like the wood seams come together, and some of this old putties come out. You know, this stuff's about to scrape up anyway. So you might have to do a little bit of work depending on how level you need your floor. But that's it. I really hope this tip helps you out. I've taken out not a lot of linoleum in my life, but I've done it a couple times, and I've never figured out to do this. And it's always by, you know, wire brush and a drill and crud cutter and all these nasty chemicals. You can rent floor scrapers and all sorts of stuff. But honestly, you know, if I was going to do a large floor, I would probably do it the same way. I would just break it down into chunks. I'd probably get some help, and maybe one person run the heat gun, one person pull this stuff up, and then just take buckets of the fabric softener and almost dump it, squeegee it around and let it all soak in, stuff like that. But honestly, if I was going to do a huge floor, I'd do it the same way. It's reasonably not destructive to the floor, and it really gets the stuff up. It gets that glue up. Otherwise, you know, some people just go right over top of this, and this floor was sound. That would have been fine, but then it makes it real thick. And you got to cut your door jambs, and then sometimes you got to cut your doors so they swing closed, and it just feels like a lazy way to do it. So I always pull up the old flooring. It's a crappy job, but your new floor looks nicer, and it just, I think it's just the right thing to do. So anyway, I hope this helped you out. Just a tip from Chris here, doing some DIY work. I can't wait to finish this bathroom.